Okay, cool. First thing that's important about this fight is that Nadine is a level under me. That's the first thing that's important. In this Black Survival Eternal Return video, we play Rozzi. And we also abuse a build and a path that the best players in Black Survival right now are using to win their games. That build should be here on screen right now. The gameplay gets intense as I get a lot of early pressure in the game, and at a point I really think I'm going to lose it. Brands and sponsors take subscribers very seriously in my country, so when you subscribe to me, you're literally helping me get a brand deal which is going to help me make more content for you in the future. Without further ado, let's get into the games because this one is epic. Let's go.
I got the op on me. I got the guap on me.
Alright, so the first thing you need to remember on Rozzi is that she is an item dependent character in the game. So you're going to want to be getting your items early. That's more or less how you're going to focus your energy. You start in chapel, or at least I like to. There's a lot of resources here in terms of your SP, which is like mana in this game. Basically, you can use whiskey and milk. They build into one item, or you can just build one of them. Here I'm just killing chickens to get leather. Alright, so the main thing that you want to do early game as well is that you just want to be getting all of your items that you need on the side and then moving on to the next thing. So right now I'm just looking for everything that I need. Piano wire, paper. Alright, so you can see I've got everything except for the helmet. So now I've got to just look around for the helmet. I'm killing the chicken for XP and leather. That's the last piece of leather I need. I've got all the items I need. Now I can leave the venue. I also need stones, and since I know that the stones are nearby, I just go for them. I go get them, craft a few items as well. And although it's not advised, I like putting my second point into W. So I like putting the second point into W and then the third point into the fourth point, sorry, into my E. It does make it a little risky. Okay, cool, Jackie. So what we do is we kite her out. See, she loses those every time just because we've got items on her. Okay, now Lee Dylan pops up. Yeah, I get a little bit disrespectful. I try and craft an item and I shouldn't have done that because now Lee Dylan jumps onto me. She's got a silence which I forgot about, but luckily I get my E as she's chasing me. So the important thing to do is to just always keep your composure and stuff like this. I know she's got 3 Qs, so it's a perfect time to use my W in response. Q is a great way to make space between you and your opponent, so is your W. And you can spam them. Here she over chases me quite a lot. And she misses on her silence, which means it's easy game for me. I'm level 5 as well. And boom. Easy kill onto her. A little bit of spam taunting because she's disrespecting the boy. Alright, we get a fire helmet from that and electronic parts. Those are going to help us. We run into what I think is the same Jackie from last time. They're everywhere. And now we've got to come up with a plan to get away from her. Unfortunately, she's not really easily kiteable. So my plan is to go and run into the bushes nearby. I know that there's bushes to the right of me. And I run into an eyesore as well. He legit saves my life because I get a hit onto him and the Jackie. The Jackie seems to have changed focus to him. And yeah, Jackie ends up killing him instead of me. I make a mistake there. I'm actually not supposed to, dig in the... I'm actually not supposed to search when I'm that low because I'm telling Jackie where I am. Luckily, she doesn't find me. I can rest, get my HP up. I don't have any food. So yeah, Chapeau, really good place when you want to get drinks and stuff. Kind of like hotel, but not really for food resources. I mean, there are some food resources. You can make butter. I love making butter and chapel using the milk, because that can get you stuff like chocolate chip cookies. Butter builds into a lot of useful items long term. Alright, so now luckily the situation has pushed us into dock, which is a place we need to go anyway. Just get all of my items here. Get the lighter. Now I've got all the items I need from dock as well. Making good time. I'm also checking my map. It looks like I'm the only one in the area. That's why I'm crafting so freely. Okay, so now I've got my accessory done. I can't take on this bear. No, not a chance. Not with the weapon I have. Yeah, Rozzi, like I said at the beginning, Rozzi is so item dependent. So you're not going to be wanting to take on anyone or anything until you get your first item, which is the electrocutor pistol, the Electron Blaster, something like that. But it's that item you see there in the corner. Okay, since that chicken's level 3 and it's a chicken, we know we can get it. There's the lead Dylan I killed. I was more searching her for food more than anything. Food that I might have left there. Okay, we get some chocolate, and then I boiled it into some drinks. Spamming your W to move around. You gotta see, I spam my W a lot just to get a little bit of movement down. It really makes you more efficient. It helps you move around the map a lot. The real issue with it is that it's really SP intensive. Like, you lose a lot of SP doing that. So you really want to be doing it when you can, 1, replenish your SP, and 2, if you can't replenish your SP, you want to make sure you're in a good position to be able to recover. A good position to fight, sorry. So you never want to go under 40% SP when you're in an area that you might end up fighting in. Okay, I bought my combat boots there. Now the only thing we need from here is the carbonate drink. The carbonate drink is what's going to help us get our item so we can start fighting people around the map. There we go. Now we can make iron battery. Now we can make our Electron Blaster. That's what it's called. Little bit of lag there. Alright, now we can actually take on things like this bear. That's the 200 ping. Getting me stunned there. And yeah, that's what I was looking for, meat. I think what I'll do is I'll path to the other bear as well, to try and get another item off of it and to try and get some more meat. I just fish as well because I know fish builds off oil. Okay, so I opt into making 2 fried fish stuff instead of going for the other bear. And now we've got a TP out of here and get to factory. Factory is where we are going to be finishing some of our items. We're going to get paste here. That nail is perfect, just what we need to finish an item. Glue is also perfect. So we get our white rhinos done. Those have anti-heal, very, very important. Very, very important. We also get our OCS done. Just farm those, and that actually helps me build radar. So that little thing kind of gets me very, very close to full build. All I need is binoculars now, and then we're gonna have our last item, which is the motorcycler helmet. And look at God, we find the binoculars we need. And now we've got motorcycle helmets. And now we are strong. Rozzi with 4 items is, I'd say, one of the strongest duelists in the game. I'd theorize that way. The things you really need to watch out for is traps. Late game, when you coming to this area, those are going to be your biggest problems. But for now, Rozzi is really strong. Now we're just looking for anyone we can fight. We see something going on by hospital, so we're moving towards it now. So we're just pathing towards hospital, looking for whatever was causing the disruption here. We see something by pond, so we start pathing to pond as well. So yeah, we're checking our minimap intensively. Okay, we see who we were looking for. It's Adriana. Unfortunately, we go into her slow. She got a really nice choke point off on us. We've lost her a bit. Now we see another Rozzi there. And chances are she can't be stronger than us because we're full build. So chances are she's either our equal power or weaker than us. She's level 10, we're level 12. So we know we're taking this fight every single time. It's an absolute stomp. Pretty much no matter what she does. Easy kill. Okay, cool. So now we got the kill onto the Rozzi. Oh yeah, just with going against Rozzi, you want to be using your E to juke out on her Q and W. That's going to give you a lot. Sometimes you can even juke out on that and a portion of her auto. So really dope. So now we're just gathering resources. We see Adriana. And Adriana now can't outplay us. So the reason why we were collecting stone there a bit earlier is because there is a consideration to when we get the item Tree of Life. We'd need powder to crush that into powder of Tree of Life or Powder of Life. It's an item called that, something like that. And then we'd use our lighter or a lighter to get an accessory which is pretty useful. It gives us 17 attack damage and a lot of HP and SP regen, which is useful late game. Okay, cool. First thing that's important about this fight is that Nadine is a level under me. That's the first thing that's important. The second thing is just it's a damage fight, so you've got to kind of use your abilities optimal. So it's ability double auto, ability double auto, ability double auto. Yeah, I'm not willing to fight this with Kalina at the time. Definitely not strong enough. I'm strong enough items wise, but I just don't have enough health to do it. So now it's just back to foraging for food, getting resources for late game. There's 4 players left, so a big consideration here is that I'm gonna have to fight another character pretty soon. We're lucky to find that ice. It gives us some purified water. We just love our water pure, guys. We're also just hitting what we can on the map. We're trying to get XP advantage over our opponents. Okay, we bump into a Chiara. We're full health. She's level 11. We're level 13. We take this every single time. I kind of had to be aggressive there and run into her, but we've got so much damage on her that it doesn't really matter at this point. She has nothing we need, so we just peace out. I guess the one thing we could have taken from her is branches to build butter. Butter building into quite a few food items. I think butter combos with potatoes, and then I know it combos with chocolate. Okay, so right now we healed a lot, but I'm still just looking for food items. I don't really want to use the main food item that I've gotten one yet. The sponge cake, I think it's called. Especially because hospital is a region with like bandages, oranges. You can try exploit those to try and get your health back pretty quick. Alright, around this time I am just getting health back. There's 3 of us left on the map, so I do understand that the match is pretty much, well, pretty soon the match is just going to be a one-on-one. It just depends on who I bump into. I'm going to Uptown because I feel that's the best place to get the food and all of the resources basically that I'm going to need for late game. Okay, so now we see that we see Magnus killed a Chiara. So now I know I'm against the Magnus. And I know that I'm on a timer of 20 seconds, more or less, before it's the last region. So I'm getting heated oil there, and I'm gonna make some fried chicken. So I know that by doing this, I'm gonna be late, but at the same time, I also know that 1, there's a good chance Magnus isn't there yet, and 2, I just need to get enough resources to be healthy at the end of the game. So yeah, I'm making a lot of fried chicken. I'm taking SP regen items like that carbonated drink. The wild dog, I won't attack this time. I'm gonna go straight to factory, because that's where our end game is. Alright, so now that I'm at factory, I eat on one of the fried chicken I made, and I can see Magnus parting there on the map, so now I know that it's safe to go into this bush. And luckily my timing is great on that. I bump into him first, I get the ambush, and now I get to run into him. He's trying to kite me, does quite a bit of damage. But the level advantage I have, I'm 15, he's 14. That's because I was farming so much. I was farming a lot of creeps. That's going to help me win no matter what he does. Even though he does a lot of damage, it's just not enough. And GG. That's the way to carry on Rozzi. Basically, all you need to focus on is getting all of your items right from the beginning. And then once you've got your items on Rozzi and you haven't died to Lee Dylan, you haven't died to Jackie, Hyojin, all of these things that can kill you early and mid game. Once you get to late game, you've got a really strong chance of winning so long as you don't run into traps. That's why it was so important that we got to that bush as Magnus got there, because if he had time to set up, look how little health we won with. We won with maybe 10% health. So if he had time to set up a trap there, we would have lost the game. Anyway, this is your boy Loy Meets World. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed this review of my gameplay. I hope you guys understand it. So the build, just to go over it, it's the Electron Blaster. It's your OCS, which is your Optical Camouflage Suit. And then you want to get radar, motorcycle helmet, all of that good shit. White rhinos help a lot. They are healing blockers. They block like 40% heal. Very strong. Alright, boy Loy Meets World. I'm going to be out. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please like it, subscribe. I'm out. Peace!